Sometimes it's not something that you want to do, but it's something that you feel you need to do. Hey YouTube, it's Amber here and I'm back with another video. So a part of my healing stages is just removing negative people from my life. And I know that some people, used to like brag about it, like, oh yeah, like cut people off, like snip, snip, snip. It's not always like that, because like I said, it's not something that you want to do, but more so something that you feel like you need to do in order for your own peace of mind and for your own growth and for your own healing. So I wanted to just kind of cover that subject. So I got some notes here that I'm referring to on my tablet. So anybody from your friend group, your family, or even a boyfriend or girlfriend, if they don't make you feel wanted, loved, appreciated, or they don't praise you or motivate you, that's just somebody you may need to let loose in your life. Now, I'm really close with my family, so cutting off the family members, that must be really hard, because I just think, wow, if I had to cut off some family members, that would be very, very hard. Now, on the other hand, when it comes to friendships, boyfriends or girlfriends, relationships, any of that stuff, that's something that you seriously need to think about. Your friends, your boyfriend, your girlfriend all represent who you are ultimately at the end of the day. Who you surround yourself with is kind of how people see you. Unfortunately, they say birds of a feather flock together. It's almost useless to have some people around, because it's like they're benefiting off everything you do for them, but then when you turn towards them, it's like you're not even getting anything out of the deal. It's almost as if they're using you. And unfortunately in life, you're gonna be used, but you gotta realize, who is it worth being used from? Are you giving out more than what you're giving in, or what they're giving you? You gotta think about things like that. Feeling like you're putting more energy into them than you are putting into yourself, or they are taking away your peace of mind, that is a sign to remove that person from your life. Nobody is worth your peace of mind. I'm telling you guys that. Nobody in this life is worth your peace of mind or worth your happiness. You come first. You put yourself first when it comes to anything, because if you make sure you're good first, then you can be able to help out who you need to help out, as long as they're not draining you. I use the reference, if you are on a plane and the oxygen masks come down, they always tell you to put your own oxygen mask on first before you help out somebody else, because you got to make sure you're good before you can make sure that somebody else is good. If you're figuring out ways to fix their problems, and they always have problems and negative energy, and then you're sitting here and you're still trying to figure out yourself and you're trying to heal yourself, but then there's this person who's going through their own problems and you feel the need to help them out because you're just that kind of person. Trust me, I definitely understand. I know this. I'm one of those kind of people that I just have a healing aura to me, and that's why I do feel like I sometimes can attract damaged people. FYI, that's something you need to be careful of if you have a healing aura to you, attracting the wrong people, because sometimes you attract damaged people when you have that healing aura to you, and that's not always a good thing. Your energy starts to feel different. Your energy is not sitting right with that person. When you come around that person and you just know when the energy is off. You can go in a room and you can feel like when the energy is off. Well, I don't know if everybody has that ability, but at least for me, I'm an empath, and I feel like I really feel the energy out in a room. So I feel like I can already feel when the vibes and the energy isn't right. Sometimes people act dumb, like, what are you talking about? There's nothing different, there's nothing wrong here. And then at the end of the day, like when it comes all down to it, it's like something was up and your intuition was right. So please always trust your intuition, guys, because something inside you is telling you that something is wrong. Most likely it probably is wrong. You feel when the vibe is different. You can tell if they're doing something almost every single day, or acting a certain type of way, and then they switch up and start acting different, start acting funny towards you. Like, when the vibes and energy start to switch up, especially when you're trying to heal yourself. Like, I just don't want to be a part of all that negativity. Another thing, just because you're removing yourself from this person's life does not mean that you're beefing with them, you want to see them do bad, you have ill will and bad intentions towards them. That's not what it means. You're doing it for your own peace of mind. Whatever they gotta do to go where they need to go, that's fine. That's all on them. That doesn't mean that you want to fight them or you feel angry towards them or whatever the case is. You just feel like, hey, I need to back myself away from this person because they're not doing me any good, honestly, being in my life. So I just need to remove myself from them. Like, I still want to see you eat, but I just don't want you at my table. Anybody I remove from my life, I always just wish the best for them. They could have did me so dirty, but at the end of the day, I really don't have any ill feeling towards anybody. There's nobody I hate. There's nobody I feel like there's nothing like that. It's not good to live like that with hate in your heart. It's just not a good way to live. If you feel like that for a little bit, allow yourself to feel that way for a little bit, but learn to heal from that as well, because you don't want to fill yourself up with hate. Remember that not everybody's energy is going to match with yours. You're not going to connect with everyone in the world, and I'm still even learning that myself. I think to myself, oh, I'm such a good person, like why wouldn't you want me? Why would you dislike me? But in life, you're just not meant to connect with everybody. You don't always connect with everybody's energies. You don't always feel and connect with people's vibes, you know. You don't always get along with people. And it is what it is. Like, that's just life. Some people are in your life for a season, and you gotta realize what their purpose was in your life when they were in your life. There's always lessons to be learned from anybody you connect yourself with. Friends, family, boyfriends, girlfriends, anybody. Like I said, not everybody's energy is going to connect with yours, but it's about knowing when to remove yourself from that person before their energy and their vibe starts to rub off on you, because you don't want it to be that way. You work so hard to build yourself to a point, and then you feel like, dang, like this person took all over me. Like, no. That's why it is really important to just make sure that you're good first. Like I said, once your energy starts to affect my energy, then it's time for you to go bye-bye, because I don't need any of that crap in my life, honestly. It's just like I don't even have the time for it. It's like the older I get, I realize I'm like, I don't even have the time for this stuff. Like, why am I wasting my energy? Why am I wasting my time? Like, why? It's like you feel like you can surround yourself with so much better people, especially if you know you have a good heart and you know you're a good person. It's like, why would I keep this person around when there's a billion other people in this world who would love me for how I am, you know? And I say all of this stuff, guys, circumstantially, because not everybody's situation is the same. A key thing that is important, make sure if you're cutting somebody off from your life, you're putting your foot down on it. Know that you have tried everything you can with them. And honestly, I'm learning more about this myself, that I can't give people all of these chances, like 1, 2, 3. No, it's like, no. If it's something really bad, it's like, that's that. Like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. It's one of those things. So like I said, 2 times and then you're out. After that, if I'm telling you I have an issue with something, you keep doing it and nothing is being changed about something, then it's time for me to remove myself. And also at that rate, you don't need to give an explanation why you're removing yourself. You told this person what your problem is, and that's up to them whether they feel like the relationship is worth it to fix it or not. If they don't believe it's worth it to fix it, then they're not gonna fix it and they're just gonna let you go. They won't care. And then at that point, it's like, okay, cool. The trash just take it out itself. I do believe people change as they grow older. Some people say the same. To me, if you want to let that person back in your life, eventually at some point, because it's somebody really close to you, whether it could be like a family member or, you know, that kind of thing, just think about it like, maybe I need to give them at least a year to figure out themselves. A year is a good time span, and maybe even a good 2 years or whatever, how long you you feel they need, like, you seriously need to see some type of change in them before you can literally allow them to be back in your life. And they better prove to you why you deserve to put them back in your life. Like, you can forgive people and, like I said, give them a second chance, or you can just forgive people and move on with your life. Just because you're forgiving somebody does not mean that you need them back in your life. Does not mean you need to talk to them. I always felt the need, oh, like, you know, I forgive this person, I can talk to them, like, it's nothing again. Like, no, just because I forgive you, there's no issue with you, like, does not mean I need to be talking with you every day. It means, like, it is what it is. You were there for a season, now it's just time for me to move on with my life. It's really hard to determine when it's time for you to remove somebody from your life. At the end of the day, it's about what makes you happy and your peace of mind. I know for me, I'm still healing, and anybody who wants to be associated with me is gonna have to be patient with me. I know ignoring people is not always the right thing to do, but sometimes I feel like I just need to ignore certain people because I'm just like, I don't want to give my energy anymore into them. So I just feel like I need to ignore them, and ignore them by any means and every means. And if that means, you know, blocking them on social media, you know, deleting their number, whatever you need to do, you know, do what you gotta do. There's plenty of people in this world and willing to support you and to appreciate you and value you. You don't have to put up with anybody or anything or anyone. You don't have to. Your peace of mind is worth so much more. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please stay tuned for more videos, guys. I have a whole ton more coming. Please like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. Comment on my videos, guys. I love reading people's comments. I really do appreciate all the love I get from these videos. See you guys in my next video. Bye.